Hey guys, it's Boomer, and I have a super exciting announcement. We here at Service Entrance People are now officially brand ambassadors for Reaper Apparel Company. We could not be more excited to join their roster and to help promote their brand and their entire community. And just like Pixie and I have battled anxiety and depression, so have the folks at Reaper, and they know that the present is not something to waste. It's all about trying to be the best version of ourselves every single day and making our dreams come true like we're doing here on Service Entrance People, and the folks at Reaper are as well. So please join the Reaper community, check them out. Go to reaperapparelco.com, use the coupon code Service Entrance People for 10% off all of your purchases, and you can check out the links in our Facebook and Instagram to get 15% off as well. That's reaperapparel.com. Promo code Service Entrance People.
You got to make a reservation. It's very difficult to get in.
Well, it's okay. I'll use the service entrance. I'll see you at 9.
Welcome
And bienvenidos
to another episode of Service Entrance People. I am Boomer.
And I am Pixie. Hola.
Hola, Pixie. Hola. For those of you who are new to the show, just jumping in, this podcast is for and about the gritty, underpaid, underprivileged service industry workers of the world.
Unite.
We have clearly made some wrong turns in our lives because no matter what, we have ended up here in these jobs where no matter our talent, our art, our skills, we deal with the infamous Karens and Florida Man.
Florida Man.
And Mr. and Mrs. Von Uppity on a daily basis. Day in and day out, we walk through the parking lot of broken dreams and enter through that specially marked door. You know the one.
The service entrance door.
That is correct. So if you are interested in listening and sharing in the war stories of the industry, or if you're curious as to what us,
the help,
are really thinking, we are going to share with you stories of the strange, shocking, and hilarious, because laughing is the only way that we can make it through.
Absolutely. This industry is one that we've come to truly love. God knows why. And although you may hear stories that are, rants and bitching that we just genuinely do have to work at work, well, we kid because we care.
We do.
There's nothing that we would rather be doing except maybe
this fucking podcast for you.
Wow, yeah, what he said.
Profound and profane. Do us a favor, if we aren't for you, listen anyway.
Yes.
Binge listen, hate listen.
Rage listen, and binge listen.
Twice binge listen. Heckle us, because we know that the only better thing than a good horror movie is a terrible horror movie.
Let us be that terrible horror movie.
As Pixelina once wrote,
press play and walk away.
Give us those juicy, juicy spins for that sponsorship dollar and just walk away. One last disclaimer. This show, like our industries we cover, comes with some spicy fucking language.
Caliente?
You have been forewarned.
Fuego.
Make sure you are doing us the honor of liking, subscribing, sharing, rating, and reviewing. 5 stars, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Cinco stars.
And leave us a review on whatever platform you are listening. It helps us move up the charts. We don't know why, but it's super fucking important. And we want those fat sponsorship dollars. He'll say again. And the only way we can achieve our lifelong goal of talking into penis-like objects for a living professionally from a studio is by your liking, listening, rating, and reviewing 5 stars.
Absolutely.
If you want to do more than just that, we appreciate it. And you can become a producer. Go to patreon.com/serviceentrancepeople. Sign up today. You can get free stuff at every single level. You also will be accessing bonus content and get our loving graces. There's something else I'm forgetting, I think.
Yeah, we say your name lovingly,
That's it.
tenderfully. It's just all the greatness, all the wonderful chortling of your bits.
Shortles. Yes. At the end of every show, we will give you a dutifully wonderful noted shout out. You may, if you don't want to commit full time to the Patreon thing, we have other ways to help. You can go to serviceentrancepeople@gmail.com. Leave us stories.
Yes.
Help us. Share your experiences with us and with the world. If you don't want to write things down because it's cumbersome, you can go to our voicemail and leave us a voicemail, 854-345-7721. You can do even more than that, Pixie.
Oh, yeah. You can DM us at Instagram, Service Entrance People Pod.
Girl, who all up in your DM?
Hopefully people who love this podcast. Or don't forget to check out our Facebook, Service Entrance People Podcast, because that's what we are. By doing all of these things, you can send stories, and if you send enough, you become a content producer. And once again, without costing yourself anything but a little bit of your time, we will say your name tenderfully, lovingly.
We are so tenderly loving. If you want to contribute anything from $1 to $1 million, you can go to our PayPal, which is paypal.com.
Service Entrance Peeps.
Thank you. I forget that every fucking time, and I'm the one that wrote it.
It's because I'm the only one who loves eating those disgusting marshmallow things that everyone seems to hate, but if they're stale, mwah.
Every year, my mother sends them to me thinking that I like them, and I don't.
They're so great if they're stale. It's like the most delicious thing, specifically when it's stale.
We also have broken a massive barrier this week, and we have entered the world of the ticking clocks. No, the ticking talks.
Oh, we will just, if you check out our TikTok.
We TikTok now.
You will notice
we have one TikTok.
Our discussion on TikTok.
It's frankly probably the best TikTok that's ever been created, and it will probably send us into the stratosphere of the
So make sure you I guess subscribe. Is that what TikTok has? Is
I have
it
no fucking idea.
Or is it
I don't know.
Just like it, press a heart or a star or whatever.
Or a clover or a diamond or a purple horseshoe, because we're just naming Lucky Charms now.
Yeah, now I want Lucky Charms. Thanks for that. But you know what else is delicious?
What is delicious?
Something that's highly sponsorable.
Yes, which hopefully is going to become less highly sponsorable in the weeks to come. But as of right now, it is so open for you. So that being said, let's lock the doors, crank up the tunes, and grab our Shifty of the Week. That is right. This week, Pixie, we are staying in our local area for our Shifty of the Week, and we are going to. Well, you know what? Do you want to open yours first? Do you want to bust the cap on this? That's not what I'm saying. That's not the right word.
Bust a cap in this?
No,
yeah.
I don't know. There you go.
Anticlimactic because it's all over my hands.
Way to go, boomer.
I know, right?
This week we are going to our friends at the Shell Ring Ale Works.
Oh, yeah.
Brewed and canned in Port Royal, South Carolina. Pixie, what are you drinking?
Oh, you're going to be so jelly because it's jelly.
What?
I know, right? It's a fruited sour ale. It is 5% ABV, an American-style sour wheat ale.
Wheat.
Which, I mean, wheats are amazing. So the fact that it's a sour and it's a wheat is like, they should have just named it Pixie. Because, I mean...
We can work on that.
Yeah, it's for me. It's soured with their favorites. So, or I get our favorites?
It's now your favorites, is what you're saying.
Yes. It's soured with our favorite Lactobacillus strain and fermented with 23 pounds of fresh fruit.
That's a lot of pounds.
Per barrel. That's just per barrel.
Wow.
So this is one jelly sting that you will beg for.
A nice tag there. Get on with the drinking already.
Don't have to tell me twice. Oh my God, it's heavenly.
Hell yeah. All right. Well, Shell Ring is also hooking me up with mine, so let's see here. I
that was
it all
juicy.
over. Oh, the microphone is soaking in this. But you know what? That's fine. I am drinking the Arius Amber Lager from our friends at Shell Ring Ale Works. Oh, so good. It's so good. Once it hits the lips, it is a 4.9 ABV Amber Lager. It is a classic American Amber Lager. It showcases the balance between the rich malty sweetness and noble hops. It's lagered for weeks, bringing it all together with a crisp and clean flavor, pleasant and dry. One sip, and Aria's song will be cast over you.
Oh, it's like a siren. I get it. I get it now.
And you see there's like a hot mermaid with the shell tit things on there. Sorry, breasts. boobs.
Clamshell cups.
There you go. That's way classier than where I was going.
I was
Trying
wondering,
to lose some people here, and I'm
actually-
using words I probably
Yeah.
shouldn't.
Oh, no.
But
That's
my
what we're here
goodness.
for. We gave a warning.
We did. Shell Ring, Port Royal.
Cheers.
So damn good. Thank you. All right. So some housekeeping
Housekeeping.
to get to before we kick off this week's episode. First things first, we are excited to continue our brand ambassadorship with Reaper Apparel Company, and there will be some really cool stuff coming down the pike with them. Please make sure you are checking out Reaper and listening to our show and the little ad that runs beforehand. Get your code
Which is Service Entrance People.
and go and help our sponsors and help us, please.
Especially help them because of their message, which is, as we all know, especially after the pandemic, we are all feeling that social anxiety. And that's really what Reaper tries to help everybody kind of get through. They got little bullet points that just help you to refocus your mind. And it's really cool. So check them out.
And they also talk a lot about getting yourself out there and living your dream and making your world what you want. And this show here, it's our little dream. This is what we do every single week to make our lives a better place and to really strive for our own little version of the pie in the sky.
Yeah.
And the folks at Reaper do the same. So check them out, please. We are also very excited that I believe next week we will be having friend of the program, cat intern right there. Friend of the program, Courtney Gaines.
Ah, yeah, Courtney
on the
Gaines.
program as our first ever guest, 35 weeks into the program. And you may remember Mr. Gaines from such classics as Children of the Corn,
The Burbs.
Back to the Future. Anyone?
I mean, yeah.
Can't Buy Me Love.
Oh, such a good movie.
And then if you're into your cult classics, he was in Rat Boy.
Love that movie.
He was also not a cult classic, but he was in Colors as well, which was a great movie. Better fucking song, though. The Ice-T song
Yes.
that he did for the movie Colors.
And he
Fucking
was
classic.
the ambulance driver in
Yes, Rob Zombie's
Halloween.
remake. Yes.
You can't miss him. He's like iconic. You definitely know it's Courtney.
He is he's awesome. He will be on the old program next week. And this week, Friday, all AMC movie theaters out there, The Wrath of Becky,
Which looks amazing.
starring our friend Mr. Courtney Gaines, as well as Sean William Scott. You may know him better as Stifler.
Stifler.
And the movie is actually a sequel to the movie Becky. It's 2 years after Becky has escaped attempts, like a violent attack on her family from like neo-Nazi type folks. So she's trying
Carrying
to
tiki torches. And...
Yeah. So she's trying to rebuild her life, and these guys break into her house and basically John Wick her.
You know what?
They don't kill the dog, though. They steal her dog.
Which is even worse. Well, no, it's not even worse.
Death
but
of it, yeah.
it's rude. It's just plain rude.
So Becky goes into fucking attack mode to get her puppy back.
You know what,
and
though?
It's badass.
I kind of blame you.
It is-
Because on the show, there's one name that you love to throw around.
I do, and it's Becky.
And it's Becky.
It's the strangest bit of market synergy ever between
Give the girl a break.
our program and a movie that was filmed like a year and a half, 2 years ago. But one of the cool things is Courtney not only is awesome in it, but he rocks a beard that kind of looks like mine.
Which is awesome. 'Cause
For me.
beards.
For
yeah.
me, yeah. So anyway, Courtney will be on the program next week, and please go check out The Wrath of Becky again. It's in theaters Friday the 26th. That is this Friday, depending on when you're listening, of course. And it's AMC theaters. So please check that out.
I have a question for you.
I have an answer for you.
So, you know how tits are like the thing that men look at usually on women, right? That's like the eyes or the nipples of the face.
Well, the breasticles or some men are ass men is, I believe, the term.
Okay. So,
but yes, they're
so-
one of the
so-
two top things that people tend to look at when they're looking at female anatomy. Yes. Keep going.
So
I don't know where you're going with this.
Here is my question.
Yes.
Are beards the tits of men?
I mean, kind of, sort of,
Because I mean,
a little bit to
they-
some.
Men just seem to be making them bigger and more,
Well-
and then like primping. And I know women primp theirs. They do cutlets and like
But,
men
like,
dye theirs. And
they do.
just, it's a whole,
We can't
some
do.
put beads in there.
Yeah, we can't really do beard implants though. So you can't know, like, if it's a real beardy or a fake beardy. You know what I'm saying?
Like a merkin.
Yeah, you don't really
for the
have that.
face?
And it's definitely there is definitely, once you get like to a certain length of the beard, there is a little bit of a
Hey, you should stop that.
peeing race
Oh,
going
really?
on. Like, look at mine, look how thick and full and long mine is versus yours. Like, there's definitely that going on. There's a little bit of beard envy that happens between men.
I've heard about the beard
That's
envy.
definitely-
But there's definitely boob envy with women. I mean, for being large chested, I wish I had smaller ones. And I look at them and I'm like, I wish I had her boobs because they're like amazing. But I mean, yeah.
It's not. I can't speak on any of that.
I wonder if that's a thing. So yeah, I'm gonna say that's beards are the tits of the men, and
Okay.
that's how that's going.
And there we have it. We figured out socio-political issues of the day, like we always do on this show.
That being said,
advancing cultural discourse another country mile. That being said, let us belatedly. That was the other one. We're sorry for this episode coming out a day late.
Yeah, you figured that one out.
Yeah,
Belatedly.
Yeah, we apologize on that. Long story short on this, we kind of had a little bit of an act of God happen, and the issues inside the worldwide headquarters of Service Entrance People kind of screwed things up a little bit. So we do apologize. We do take a lot of pride in getting our show out on time, and we're really sorry that we didn't this week's. But
Lo siento.
obviously, we have overcome such difficulties as you are listening to it now. So thank you.
Gracias.
All of that being said, Pixie,
Yeah.
let's get to this. Episode 34 of Service Entrance People is entitled I Wouldn't Eat Here with Your Mouth.
Oh my.
Restaurant red flags. So originally I'd wanted to call this I Wouldn't Eat Here with Your Dick for the whole joke of it.
Yeah,
but you
it's
smartly
too-
said nobody would get that.
Yeah.
I would be the only person
No,
laughing
you
at that.
get it. If other people would get it, it's just it's
It's a little mishmash.
low hanging fruit. It's not really savvy. You could do better.
Okay.
So
I'm
yeah.
glad,
so
I'm glad we're not actually calling it that then.
yeah,
'Cause
we fixed it.
Boy, would my face be red.
Can you tell with the beard?
Yes. Yes, you
Oh,
can.
Okay.
So, restaurant red flags. These are the things that, as you are walking into establishments, everybody has that barometer that's like,
Mm-mm.
"Eee." Like, I don't
Yikes.
care how good I've heard the food is here. All of these things are telling me, run away now, you dirty, dirty man / woman, run away.
Okay.
So, Pixie,
Yeah.
let's start with some red flags, shall we go?
Well, for me, one of the biggest red flags that I notice, and this may seem dumb to most other people, is a place that has too many options on a menu where things just don't make sense. That
So-
hits me like have you ever pet your cat too much and it just freaks out and starts biting your hand and then face? That's me when I go into a restaurant and I see just a booklet of options.
You start biting people's hands and faces.
Yes.
Like Rat Boy.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
yeah. I feel like I'm backed into a corner. It's not okay. It's just
Interesting.
not.
So really, it's kind of indicative of a menu / chef / whatever that they just don't know what the fuck to do. Not good at anything. Not good at any one thing.
Well, they might be,
So you're
but
trying
I'm
to
not willing to pick through
destroy
it.
it by too many things.
Yeah, I'm not going to pick through your menu till I find, oh, so they originally meant this to be an Italian establishment and they suck at everything else, because God knows what I'm going to eat before I get there. And if I eat Greek before I get to the Italian and it's bad Greek, it's going to be a bad day.
Interesting. It's death by paper cut, basically.
Yes.
Is what that situation winds up being.
My second one, of course, is because I don't know if this is a gendered issue, but I like to read reviews. I'm a big review reader, and not just because of this show.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's
it didn't
you know.
start with the show. It started actually with Schmamazon and ordering things off there and realizing, hey, I just wasted like $40 on a piece of crap. So, and then other things you're like, oh my God, this is the best little thing that I've ever purchased in my life.
We're kidding, Bezos. Nothing you've ever done is crappy.
Well,
You're
it's not
amazing.
It's not him. He just set up the system, other than that.
No, he personally
push and
sells
plug.
that shit. That's all that comes from his own fucking house warehouse.
His house warehouse.
Yes.
Underneath all of the money.
Exactly.
It's like a mining operation with
He
gnomes.
swims in his Scrooge McDuck money pool, and then he goes to his warehouse on the 4th subterranean level of his compound and sends you out your fucking screen-printed T-shirt that you got for $19.98 with rush shipping.
Oh my God.
Thank you, Prime.
So, no. But I read reviews, and it's one of those things where I like the people who are amusing in the sense that they like time everything, because I feel like, all right, now you're just kind of being like nitpicky, and I don't know if I believe you or not, but it's the ones that have photos where you're just like, oh man, they tried to feed you that. I feel sorry for you. Ew. So yeah, that'll be a no.
Yeah,
Hard no.
The restaurant review photo really does kind of wind up being the major, like, haha.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I look
Like-
at that and I'm like, you're eating too much sugar cereal. You think I'm going to eat that?
Although there are times where people do the whole, like, I'm going to throw something in there and then take the picture of it, make it look like it was in their thing.
Oh, like Heartbreakers when she would break the ashtray under her heel and then sprinkle the glass in.
Exactly. I totally know that reference and what you're talking about.
You don't know that
100%.
movie? It's got your guy from the Kevin Smith films. It's got Banky and Jennifer Love Hewitt and
Jennifer Loves Huge Tits?
yes, and
I still don't
Jamie
know
Lee
it, but
Curtis.
Both of them have boobs.
yeah,
We've
yeah.
been talking about boobs for some strange reason this episode.
This is a very
lot.
boobalicious episode,
Wow.
but that movie there has some restauranting snafus, and they
Interesting.
go to high class places, and they are very, very broke.
Okay. So they do the stuff that the people that come into our restaurants do to
Yes.
get freebie stuff? All right,
Well,
well,
they're
you know what?
they're grifters, is what the movie is basically. But they try to grift love. Oh, you know who else it has?
I don't know.
From Cocaine Bear, sadly, and many other great films.
Goodfellas, maybe? Are we going
Yes.
Ray Liotta on this one?
Ray Liotta.
How bad is it that you said Cocaine Bear and I immediately thought Ray Liotta and not character actress Margot Martindale?
Oh, that
Because
is
she
sad.
does carry that movie.
She does, and she carries so many other things because she's character actress Margot Martindale.
Yeah, she's way better than what's her face with the hair that was in The Americans.
Yeah, the girl with the face and the eyes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably has boobs too. If we're just throwing that out there.
I mean, other lady parts,
This
I don't know.
Whole damn episode.
But she
is
might
just going
not,
to the
because
tits.
there are ladies who don't. So, yeah,
Anyway,
take that.
so yeah, pictures are a big thing, and I do agree with you on that.
Oh, well, thank you.
You're welcome. We have a listener in Massachusetts, TJ, who says one of his big red flags is when the female staff is actually into my flirting with them, which is such a delightfully written sentence. I kind of want to read it again and just let it hang there, but I won't. But that's hilarious.
I kind of want to meet him.
You know
just
this
to
place
be
is
like,
bad if they're into my shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like, what is it you're saying?
It's got to be like gold.
Is that a phone in your pocket? Because Mamacita, your ass is calling me?
Ooh, Pixie for the win. Wow, that's a whole side of you I have never seen.
Oh, I have a million so
Known
bad.
you for over 5 years.
Yeah,
That's
I know.
I've never
I
seen
know.
this side
and it
of
makes
you.
my face red to say them, but I do know them.
Wow. Okay, let's keep going. This is
Yeah,
fun.
we have
I'm
another
enjoying
one
this. All
from
right.
listener Liz, who
Hey, Liz.
you might know.
Hey, Liz.
She says, when the GM is sitting in the office with the door closed, watching sports, or, wait for it,
Drinking?
porn.
Oh!
Oh, God, at least the door is closed.
Everybody you know watches porn in the employee bathroom that locks. They
No.
don't watch it in their office. That's terrible.
Who watches porn at work?
I don't know. People who watch porn in odd places. I wouldn't do it in the office. That's awful.
Now I'm just thinking of that song, I Have Friends in Low Places, but it's I watch porn in
At
weird,
work,
in
at
weird,
workplaces?
No, in weird spaces.
There you go. Wow. Do we have Weird Al online? Can
Yeah,
we get him
can
to write that?
Can we get some royalties?
If he would write that song, I would quit life. Legitimately, I would be like, I'm out.
I
I
actually-
interviewed him once.
Did you?
I did. He is the sweetest human being. Like, such an amazingly wonderful person.
Really?
Like, every great thing that's ever happened to him,
Yeah.
after interviewing him, I'm like, you deserve every little bit of it. My
Aw,
God.
that's
Like,
so nice.
he's fucking wonderful. Like, legitimately, that man is a fucking tube of miracle.
There's one person that I would love to do a thing for, and I actually confess this to multiple people. I would spend thousands of Earth dollars if Gilbert Gottfried would actually just read the entirety of 50 Shades of Grey as an audiobook.
Sadly, he is dead.
I know, but he did do clips of it prior, and they were magical.
I did interview him as well.
Oh, I hate you.
And Mitch Hedberg. That was
Forget
the
about
biggest
you
one
being
for
jelly
me.
with my beer. I'm the jelly one.
Yeah, Mitch was the biggest one for me. But anyway, Angela writes us and says, baby roaches.
Ooh, baby
When
roaches.
you see the babies, not full-grown ones, you know that the infestation is terrible.
Yeah.
So it's the babies that you need to watch out for.
Yeah, it's honestly, it's they should be afraid of the light, the baby roaches. I know that that's a thing. So yeah, if you're seeing babies, man, they've had no fucks given now.
Now, here's a weird thing.
Yeah.
Because we've done this for so long, there is absolutely a part of me that I am immune if I do see certain wildlife.
Yes.
Like, it depends on where, obviously. Like, I'm not going to, like, walk into a kitchen and see fucking bugs running around being like, oh, this is fine. But, like, there are certain parts.
Roman.
I'm just saying. Like, there are certain parts where, like, if I see the odd bug somewhere, in a bathroom or whatever, like, it's not a deal breaker for me.
There's a praying mantis just spinning its head around and looking at you at the 300... Not the 300, but the 180.
Yeah, and you've got 3 headless praying manti, like, beneath it because she's fucked them all and is just, like, mouth bloody after it. Yeah,
Has
no, that's totally fine
seen
for
3
me.
faces and she rocked them all.
Yeah, and she ate them all, and it's great. So that, nothing. I will not, like, I mean, okay.
Okay.
But again, that could just be that I've been tainted by this industry so badly.
I think about where it is. Like, I wouldn't be cool if it was on the plate. If it made its way.
That's what I'm saying. See, that's what I'm saying. Context matters.
Yeah, it really does. Our next one
Jays.
comes to us from Alexandra from
Hey.
California.
Hey, Callie Alex.
Yeah, she knows how to party. She says questionable smells or the nasty bathroom is the deal breaker.
Yeah, that's a big one. The cleanliness of the bathroom one, we've gotten a lot from people as their big, oh shit.
And it's a, literally, and it's a mixed bag because
I didn't mean that, but thank you.
we
Yeah, I did say
also have that when we get slammed, there's no one to send back to check the bathroom sometimes. And
oh, you mean like when I get called because a restroom is overflowing?
No,
of
I'm
water
saying
or poopy
when
or something.
When we're getting slammed, where it's I need manager behind expo, I need manager to comp things, I need servers to get 19 tables. Hostess has 40-minute wait. There's no one in the restaurant to go back there and say, "Is it clean back here? Does everyone have toilet paper?"
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the bathroom may be like apocalypse, but we just didn't get a moment to be like, oh, I need to stock paper goods.
It's like your sink at home.
Yeah.
Okay? You start off the day and there's no dishes in there.
Unless
It's
you're
spotless.
a filth monger.
Unless you're, in which case, just fix your shit right now. I mean it. Now. Go.
Yeah, like at least
Press pause.
end of the night.
And go.
End of the night, you need to do them dishes.
So in the morning, clean.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's empty. It's great. And then by the time you're about to go to bed, as you're doing your last thing, there's dishes in there. You've eaten dinner. You've made things. At
If
the
you have
very
kids-
least, you've microwaved something and you've got plates from
Yeah.
it.
If you have kids, it is possibly overflowing, you know?
So
we get it.
The day kind of takes you away on certain things, and then you just have to regroup from it.
Yeah.
And this is the exact same thing where you start off, let's say dinner service,
Yeah.
and your bathrooms are immaculate. They're pristine. The white is shining. There's toilet paper as far as the eye can see.
Yeah.
There's more paper towels than people in India. It's amazing.
The soap dispensers are full to the brim.
And then at 6:15, a bomb went off. Everything is brown. You've got nothing. People are wiping their asses on the actual doors.
The sinks are wet.
There's somehow a drowning, like, animal.
You know what I actually walked into
No.
that really upset me? It was just the trash can. The trash can that belongs underneath the paper towels was moved all the way over and across so it was right by the door to the exit. But instead of carrying the paper towel, women were just dropping it on the floor. Stack of paper towels on the floor.
Low key, women's bathrooms are worse than men's.
Always.
Like, it's
Always.
impressive on that. We've touched on that subject before.
Yeah,
but
that's rough.
Yeah, ladies, I don't know what goes on in there, but literally fix your stuff.
Well, you should carry on with that because you know some good bits about this.
I do.
Tell me a story, Boomer.
Okay. Once upon a time, there was a Pixie and a Boomer.
And a cat intern shoving his face and butt all over my microphone.
Butthole, butthole, butthole. No, so you and I, at one point after working, I forget what shift it was, but regardless, we had decided to go and get some chow real quick. And we went to one of our previously reliable, hey, let's go grab a bite before, end of the evening type of thing.
Yep.
And we went to the IHOP, which we've talked about the IHOP a lot on this program, I feel.
Happiest place on earth, some people
it's
say.
It's delightful. So we roll up there, and this was just post COVIDia, like when America was just coming out of the pandemic. And we go up in there, and prior to everything being relative, it was a nice IHOP. Okay?
Yes.
And so this post-COVID first attempt to go back there, roll up, and I get out of my car, you get out of your car, and we noticed that almost all of the staff was also in the parking lot.
Yeah.
So there's me, there's you, and then there's the cooks, the servers.
In the front, not in the back.
Front, right.
Not in the alley, man.
Which is normally where the help, like the parking lot of Broken Dreams in the back, by the service entrance door.
No, this parking lot of Broken Dreams had somehow moved.
It had matriculated up front.
To the front. I mean, like 2 spaces down from the door.
Yeah, as in, you know what? We're not hiding this anymore. We're not hiding who we are.
We are
this is
who we
us now.
are. You appreciate it.
You accept me for who I am, Dad. Sorry. So we roll up there, and we notice that every one of the staff was out there burning heaters, drinking tea, which, I mean, who doesn't love the tea there? So I get that. Just nobody gave a fuck. Just out there. Like, this is our place now. And so as we walked in, everybody else then were like, they did the thing that we do, and they're like, oh, they're fucking going in.
Yeah, we should probably...
Really? We have to work at work?
They saw us here. They looked at us, and they're still going to go in. My God, why are you going in?
Which,
clearly, we don't want to be here. Why are you going in?
Again, to be fair, we do from time to time. So kind of deserve that. Karmically, I get it. So
I just think about those people who come in 3 minutes before I actually open, but the door is unlocked, and they just get a scowl from me.
Oh, yeah. No, I've told whole families that we're waiting, and we're like, it's cold outside. Can we come in? But we're not open yet. But we're cold outside. And I've been like, well, you can walk somewhere else and then come back.
You're such a dick.
There are cars you can sit in. There's other businesses around this area. Like, why is it my problem that you're cold? I'm an asshole. Keep going. So we finally, we go enter the IHOP. Everybody rolls their eyes. They wander in after us. Then there's the bathroom.
Yeah.
Now, had it not been a previously well-regarded in our hearts establishment, this would have broken deals.
Yes.
Because in the bathroom, there was, first of all, the whole restaurant was unswept and unbussed.
Absolutely.
There was like 5 tables that were good, and every other table had at least something small on them.
And then on the floors was little pieces of straw and
motherfuckers.
The napkins
The party
and
hat straws.
Little bits of like French fries and shit.
Yeah.
All over the floor.
Dead soldiers from Happy Meals that were eaten. Not Happy Meals, but Happy, meals.
Yep.
Then there was the bathroom. And this was the big one. The bathroom had a dirty diaper. A soiled diaper, because dirty could mean one of 2 things. A Number twosies,
A shatin.
a shitted diaper. Smack dab in there.
Oh.
Business side up, by the way.
Oh.
Like, it's bad enough if, like, you poop and you, like, smush it face down,
Oh, my.
but this was business side up.
Now I want you to look at it.
Like-
look at it.
Like, hey, look at the poopy my baby did. Isn't it amazing? It's so amazing. Future generations are going to want to see this. Instead of putting it on Instagram, I'll just leave it here. That was what entered the line of sight when you walked into the bathroom.
Oh, God.
A quick PS on that story, the food that day was not good.
Yeah, shockingly. Some things were forgotten entirely, actually.
A PPS on that story that didn't deter either one of us from
Totally
returning
going
to
back.
that IHOP. So take everything we say with a grain of salt, because,
We don't learn lessons.
yeah. I don't care about your lessons, Bob.
So for Will, he says one of the things that is his red flag is seafood places with strong odors, which I gotta say definitely goes with the gross smells. Also, huge menus. This guy gets me. He knows. It's a huge menu. You're trying too hard.
Thank you, Will, for getting our Pixie and knowing what we're doing here.
Yeah, we appreciate you.
Bill writes in and says that it's a rude staff, bad food, and visible vermin, which are his standards.
Wow.
So,
Rude staff? That's
yeah,
like
yeah, come on, Bill.
on the wrong
You're
day, I
killing
can
us,
tell
Bill.
you
Yeah.
pretty much anybody, any restaurant at all.
We have a lot of love in our hearts for all of our guests, but you catch us at the wrong time. I'm not going to look. Well,
You know where
I
he
just
goes?
told you. I'm telling people to fucking go sit in their car.
You know where he goes to eat? The Labrador Peninsula. No one's ever angry at the Labrador Peninsula.
Oh, Mr. Peanut Butter. I think we got one more.
Yes, we do. From content producer Jeff Teal,
Woo!
who says he doesn't like too much Jesus in his food.
Wow.
It
Now-
makes his skin crawl.
Now, I am guessing
Mm-hmm.
that possibly
Mm-hmm.
content producer Jeff Teal
Mm-hmm.
may be talking about a specific restaurant.
Yes, I think so too.
Possibly one that famously is open on Saturdays and Mondays, but not the day in between.
Yes.
That do employ the world's most polite and helpful staff, though.
Not true. The last time I went there, totally had a meth head in the drive-thru.
Really?
Yeah, I mean,
I've-
it was bad. Like, I looked at her and I was like, oh, this is... And she was like,
But was she super polite?
no. And she was
Really?
like, the swipey thing doesn't work, so you have to pay in cash or you have to leave.
You sure she was actually an employee there, not just somebody who,
Yes.
like, murdered a employee and took their clothing
was-
and then was like, give me your cash?
No. There was 2 lanes, and she was the pre before you get to the window. And because they couldn't take anything but cash, there was a second lady out front that was like, and I take your cash.
Wow.
Yeah, it was rough. But anyway, what he says is any place that excludes someone based on Jesus just puts him off his food.
Wow.
So, you know what I say? I say cheers to that, Jeff, because separation of church and state and religion in my food.
Separation of church and chicken is really what that comes down to. That's what it is.
Well, I don't care if they have a church or not. I don't want any religion in my food. You keep
That's
it
what
all.
I'm saying. Separation of church and chicken.
But not all religions have church.
But not all chickens have. Fuck. Nope, I lost that debate. All right. Before we wrap up this here episode, we have another listener email from James, and this is just too good not to share. And I have a question sort of
Yeah, sure.
rolling at the end. So James sends us this email. This just happened this morning. I thought of you guys while it was fresh in my forgetful stoner brain. We open at 7 and a guy walks in at 7:30 a.m. and says, "Do you got any more chuck roasts?" To which I respond, "I did, but what was he specifically looking for since we had plenty on the shelf already?" He said, "I want a $23 one. I got one a couple days ago and it was $23. Do you have any bigger ones close to $23? Very specific. So I go and I find one that's damn near exactly $23. I give it to him. Done deal. Happy days. So I thought. 20 minutes later, a cashier brings back some meat that was returned from our double your money back guarantee. Ding, ding. I look at it, bearing in mind that the return exchange is already done and over with. So what I see is a perfectly red, still fresh chuck roast that expired yesterday, priced at $23. He says, I've heard of trading up, but this is ridiculous. He made a profit on wasting perfectly good meat that I would have happily thrown into a crock pot today with some carrots and potatoes, which, oh my God, sounds amazing. I wish people like him would burn in hell. But I'll settle for putting them on blast on your show. Enjoy, Butcher James.
That cuts deep.
That does, literally. A $23 cut deep.
Oy.
Here's my thing, okay? I get it. I get the anger that James feels in his soul right now. But I'm not so big a man as to not sit here and think the following thought. Getting worked up like that, it's a little bit much. The whole burn in hell piece, I'm saying.
Yeah, but he might have had a bad
However,
day.
I also know that that's exactly what you and I do.
Oh, yeah.
Like, on this show.
That's what I'm saying. Like, when you've just had enough. When there was that one day we just recorded an episode that was all about St. Patrick's Day because...
Yes, because everybody was so shitty and we just had to get it out of our system.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
no,
I
that's
mean,
real.
man, he just must have a bad day. Also, stupid policy.
Super, super stupid.
Stupid policy.
Who does a double your money back guarantee anymore? That's some fucking Garden State shit. That's bullshit.
Yeah, but also, why are you trying to cut these cans?
Like...
Why are you using a knife to cut cans?
Why also...
Did you try the sharpener?
It's not sharp enough. Just give me my money back. I don't have the receipt. But that's also fucked up from his standpoint because it is meat. And there is no Joe Exotic that's hanging out like, I'll take that meat. You know what I mean?
No,
like, he's right. They're
we
just
talked
wasting
about
it.
that. It has to be thrown out. It has to.
And he flat out butchers this shit.
Yeah.
Like...
So you cut it, you go through all that work.
Whole animal.
Find the dude exactly what he wants, only to have it thrown back in your face. You know that fucker fucking brought it back.
Have you ever worked at a deli counter trying to get a specific weight on something, by the way? Cutting a piece of meat and like slapping, or a piece of cheese and slapping it on there because she wants a quarter of a pound? And you're trying to fucking whap it in there? Can you imagine cat interns running? Can you imagine doing that, though, with just a flat slab and a price?
No, but I've been the lady on the other side of the counter, and I got to say, my people are just delightful.
But it's not easy, is what I'm saying. On their end, it's not easy to
That's
be
why
like,
I always try to be polite. And I'm
Don't
always
care if
like,
it's over.
yeah, don't care if it's over. Don't care if it's under.
Just get in the ballpark.
Yeah, and when it comes to like thickness, like I'm not going to quibble over thickness. Just do your best.
Put your meat in my mouth is all I care. Well, thank you, James, for listening.
Yes.
We are happy to put people on blast for you on this program. If
For
nothing
any
else.
of you.
Yes. That, my friends and colleagues, is episode 34 of Service Entrance People. I wouldn't eat here with your mouth. Restaurant red flags and funny stories. Pixie, you wanted to do a shout before we leave?
Before we do that, let's thank our executive producers, Chris Moore and Chuck Cumberland.
Thank you,
Thank
Chris
you,
and
gentlemen.
Chuck. Thank you as well to content producers Jeff Teal and Chef Hope.
Weez appreciates you.
We do.
My special shout out goes to my cousin Ashley, who is the only one in my family who actually listens to this program.
He likes girls with names like Ashley.
She's actually super awesome, building her little army of minion children since none of my siblings decided to reproduce. The line ends here. And she's pretty much an honorary sister, so thank you. Thank you so much for listening. And it's probably a good thing that only you listen, considering the atrocious things I reveal on this here program.
You do say some terrible shit, Pixie. I'm not going to lie to you.
Hey!
That's awful.
Why are you making me feel bad?
Terrible. Because I'm realizing how much of a disappointment I am to my father. That's all.
Oh. Well, apologize to your father.
Not sorry, Dad. You've known me. You knew it was coming to this. Really quick, I do also, very special. We went through a couple of episodes there where we were not feeling well. And I do want to say thank you to everyone who reached out to us and sent us good thoughts and good vibes and healing love. And I also want to make sure that I do say to you a month later,
yes.
Happy belated birthday, Pixie.
Oh, thank you. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
And a very merry unbirthday to you today.
Yes. Thank you to the both of us for living an extra year.
Congratulations.
Not dying, doing the show.
It's a mighty victory.
Mazel, mazel. And you can help us by becoming a producer. Patreon.com/serviceentrancepeople. Go there. Help us out. Be at any level of producership. You will get access to bonus content. You will get free swag. And of course, your name said at the very end if you are an executive producer. And you will get one of the first run t-shirts that we have that are now a limited edition item and about to be all gone.
Yeah.
Which message us on Facebook if you are interested in purchasing one before they all go bye-bye.
You can also help us out by going to PayPal at Service Entrance Peeps. So that way you can either donate $1 or $1 million, as Boomer says.
Yes, you can email us your stories, serviceentrancepeople@gmail.com. You can leave us a voicemail. 854-345-7721 is that number.
You can also message us on Facebook at Service Entrance People Podcast, or you can DM us at Service Entrance People Pod on Instagram.
Girl, who's all up in your DM?
Hopefully people who love this podcast.
I hope so, too. We are also on YouTube at Service Entrance People, and my God, we are now stars of the TikToks.
We did it for you.
We did.
Freaking ticking talks for you.
I bought a fucking Halo lighter
cell phone holder
thing and debased myself for you. So for the love of God, look at our ticking talk.
I couldn't dye my hair, so I donned a hat.
There you go. It's
all
a cute
for
hat,
you.
Though. It's a great hat. All right, so we're going to get the fuck out of here. Don't forget, next week, we will have our friend Courtney Gaines on the show. Please go check out his new movie in theaters on Friday, May 26th, called The Wrath of Becky. It looks fucking amazing.
Yes, I'll be checking it out. I can tell you that much.
And don't forget to check out our friends at Raper Apparel Co. Go to reaperapparelco.com and type in Service Entrance People on the checkout. Get yourself a discount and help support the show. I am Boomer.
And I am Pixie. Adios.
What can I say? I won't give it up.
What's up, everybody? My name is Brian Chartrand. I'm a singer-songwriter based in Phoenix, Arizona, and I started a podcast called So the Story Goes with Brian Chartrand. It's a podcast that connects with creatives, mainly creatives here in Phoenix, but also international touring artists, names that you definitely will recognize. And we talk about everything from pop culture to music to art, how they stayed creative during the pandemic. It's a lot of fun, especially if you love music, and I know you do. I'm also old friends with your dear friend, Boomer. I hope you check out So the Story Goes. I think you'll dig it. You can find it at Apple Podcasts, on Amazon. Join us for the next conversation. We're celebrating 100 episodes. Thanks for listening.